scapha and the points that are on there, the representations, we are going to start off right down here at this bottom area. We're going to start off with the clavicle. And then from clavicle, we are going to come up to the top, and this is going to be finger. I want you guys to be mindful with finger though. Any of the points that are up in this area are actually going to be under the helix, so they're going to be technically hidden. But for what we're doing right now, just so that everybody could see, understand that we're putting finger in here, and that's exactly the way it is on your map. So we have finger and clavicle. Midway between finger and clavicle is where we find elbow. Between elbow and clavicle, we have shoulder. Between elbow and finger, we have wrist. And between wrist and finger, we have a point called internal tubercle. Okay, and so now we're going to go over the points on the antihelix. So with the points on the antihelix, I want to go ahead and just get the area of what is considered antihelix. So within the antihelix, these are pretty easy. We're going to break these down into equal thirds. So I'm just going to go ahead and separate them. So on my inferior third, I have cervical, and I have thoracic, and I have lumbar sacral. Within those same areas, I want you to know that within the cervical area, but up in this area here, more medial to the face, this is neck, I have chest, and I have abdomen. So I have neck with cervical, chest with thoracic, abdomen with lumbar sacral. And then we're going to go ahead and continue into our superior antihelix crus. The superior antihelix crus we're also going to break down into thirds, into equal thirds. So I have hip, I have knee, and then I have 3 points on my upper third. These 3 points form a triangle. So I have toe, heel, and ankle. The one thing that you want to be mindful of here is that toe and finger are right next to each other, so that you're not putting heel on this side of it. And again, please note that heel, toe, and finger are technically going to be hidden under the helix. And now we're going to cover the inferior antihelix crus. For the inferior antihelix crus, we're going to break it down into thirds also. But our first third right here is going to be buttocks. And then the remaining 2 thirds, this is ischium. Ischium is better known as your sciatic point. And then at the end of the inferior antihelix crus, which is what this is here, if you follow along on your map, you're going to see a point where the circle isn't filled in. This is my sympathetic point, also known as end of inferior antihelix crus, better known as sympathetic.